Put your guns down, puppet master! Or six-shooter, as you'll want to be called. I knew it! Jeff Dunham! He's the devil! Ventriloquists across the world will try this. You're not even in the movie until the third one. Why are you here? Six-shooter. Why do you have the range, six-shooter? Why is there a camera on you? What are you planning? Enjoy it!
Hey guys, welcome back to WeWatchedAMovie. I'm Mike, he's Jay. I said goddamn! Goddamn!
God, dude.
Goddamn!
Stop it!
Sorry.
You're getting conniption fits.
Puppet Master, just the first one. We're just doing the first
And
one.
we're not talking about Metallica. just the movie.
Master! We're just doing the first one for now. Maybe another Halloween we'll do all of them, but there's a fucking lot of them. There's like nine of them. So who has time in their day?
So Puppet Master.
Got a lot of bologna to eat.
You have these psychics that congregate at this hotel after they get a mind telepathic message, Professor Xavier style, from another of their psychic friends to come there, and all hell breaks loose once they get in the hotel. The puppets come to life. They're not happy. You know, they're like, I don't want to be wood. And they seek their vengeance. I want to be. Now this movie, like, okay, so first off, that's the scenario. That's the synopsis, okay? And it sounds dumb as shit, and it is, but it is so corny and cheesy and fun that you can't have not a good time.
God damn, dude! The first fucking hour of this movie, I was like, "What the fuck is even happening?" There's this terrible, like you mentioned, it may be the exact ripoff of one of the Hellraiser themes, because the music is just like, even the intro is so goddamn slow. It's like, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding.
It does. I don't know if they, you know. Is Rob Van Winkle sitting out in the audience? I don't know if the guy that directed it or that wrote it was like actually planning on making a serious movie. I really don't. I mean, because it's so fantastical in the tale, and especially making it a horror movie, that I don't think most people bought it. But it is fun. It is a fun movie.
It's like The Room. It's fun in the way like that movie The Room is fun. Like it's so bad, but so good at times.
When I was a kid, I rented this movie several times, my brother and I, and I've watched them all. I've watched Puppet Master 2, 3, 4, 5. I've watched them all.
13.
Yeah, and I love all the puppets. Like, you know, I can remember Jester, Drillhead, Blade, Leech Girl, Pinhead. Like, they're all cool characters. Like, they're all little cool puppets. And for the time, I will say that the practical effects weren't bad. I mean, you know, to bring puppets to life and have them move around in certain ways wasn't that terrible. That being said, the acting is subpar in this movie.
I mean, subpar, dude. It's like a Cheetos box,
dude.
Film. It's fucking shit.
But you know,
that's
and I read somewhere that on IMDb that somebody was like, "Oh, the acting is phenomenal." Like, what the fuck have you watched?
This is the worst fucking acting ever.
And I love. Okay, so one of the main psychics, Whitaker, I believe his name is. I think his last name is Whitaker.
Forston.
Well, Whitaker Banks.
Forrest Whitaker.
But he is. He looks like a crossbreed between Jeff Fahey's dad and a Bon Jovi loyalist with his hair. And I just think he looks like the dude that would beg for sex, and I know because we can smell our own. But he really does. He looks like that dude. I liked it, and I do like it still, but it to me, it was never as good as Puppet Master 2 and 3.
You have to work to figure out what the plot is here. Like, you have to really pay attention and listen to them talk to figure out what the fuck is. It's so terribly explained in this movie. But when it gets down to it, when the puppets start killing people, it gets dope as fuck. It gets badass. And this one horny chick and the dude with the ponytail guy and his horny blonde chick, like, they just like to fuck a lot. And,
I like that.
And hers super, they're all like super psychics in some way. And hers is she could touch the skull and figure out who it's blown. And it puts her in the fucking moment. So they get in this room and she's like, "Oh, Clark, touch my titty. I feel like Clark Gable had sex here once," and then he's like, "Oh, wait for it, Barbara."
But he wasn't even into it though. He was he's like, "Calm the fuck down."
But then they have a fucking fuckathon, and they're in this hotel, and they're banging it out for like 7 days, and she's on time, and you could see her ass and everything going on. It looked like they were really fucking, man.
Maybe they were. I don't know.
Some real fucking was going on, but they're fucking for forever, and then all of a sudden you finally see the fucking dolls come out. Like, she ties him up, he can't see anything. He's like, "I like this shit. I love it." And then all of a sudden, fucking she goes to the bottom of the bed, and Drillhead's like, "Ha and he fucking goes at her.
He does the pirate.
Fuck her shit up, and then Leech Girl's this puppet that comes out and
she sucked his nipple for a minute.
It was so creepy looking, dude. It was so
and
real.
He was like on top. He was like 50 Shades of Grey tied up. He's like, I like
He liked it, but then all of a sudden, at first she's like licking his nipple. She's like, and then it's so poorly shot, but it makes it so realistic looking and so creepy. It fucking freaks you out.
When she vomits leeches up,
and then all of a sudden, she's like. That fucking leech starts coming out. It's like, oh fuck! I signed up for something I didn't sign up for.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I was talking about. The practical effects on this. That looked good.
Practical effects.
They are everywhere.
Every day
and
of the week.
They looked good. And the thing is, with that sex psychic girl, because like he said, they all have their own social abilities. So she's sex psychic. The one dude with the ponytail, I don't know what exactly I can't remember what he fucking is. He's just there.
Yeah.
Whitaker,
Volume 9,
had a chance to get it done with that one red-haired chick. She was pretty hot.
Yeah, and he was like, no thanks.
First off, look at yourself, Whitaker. You don't look. You're not the catch of the day for sure. This girl was like halfway down with her wine, and she's like, "Come to my room," and you're like, "No." You should be like, "Oh," I was like, "I guess I could stay for a few minutes."
Yeah.
And so the other problem with this, I mean, there's a lot.
It's like real world psychics.
There's a lot of problems with this movie. I mean, obviously, it's not meant to be a masterpiece by any means.
It's technically not even a fucking movie.
It really
is.
It's
just all over the place.
Actually, the way I know it's Hellraiser themed, the way the music sounds, but it also felt like an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
Yeah.
With just more sex and stuff involved.
And real sex.
Yeah, and real sex
from HBO.
You gotta keep going with that.
It's true.
They are, they're very innovative. So you basically find out throughout the film, the puppets reflect whatever the master's heart is. I think they mentioned something like whatever his intentions are, that's what the puppets will be. If you're an evil person and you're in control of the puppets, there will be evil. If you're a good guy, that's why they didn't, hurt anybody when Toulon at the beginning of the movie had them. But Gallagher has used the formula to make himself immortal. Like, he can't die. Like, he's always going to, and he wants to kill everybody else with the secret. But here's the problem. You invited all these other powerful psychics to a hotel where you did the fucking experiments. Why would you do that? Like, just go kill them. Like, if you don't want them knowing anything, just go kill them. Like, you block your brain and just go do it. I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes and inconsistencies in this movie, but let's talk about it.
It was made by a guy named Dan in his basement. I mean,
we'll talk about the puppets.
Except for the puppets and the practicality of it. Yeah,
the puppets were great.
Amazing. You've got the freaky dude. He's freaky as fuck looking. The one with the white face, Blade. He's got the hook. He did so many cool shit. Like, he grabbed that bitch's lip and like opened it up. He's creepy as fuck. He looks like V for Vendetta on fucking Honey I Shrunk the Kids meth.
I know.
That's what this guy looks like.
But Pinhead, truck driver extreme.
Yeah.
When he grabs that girl's ankle and cracks it.
Yeah.
La la.
And he's weird, dude, because he's huge, but he's got a tiny fucking head, and he pops out of shit. And sometimes people just pick him up and throw him, and they're done with him, like you would do in a situation like that. But then he comes back and he's got the superhuman strength. So if he gets it's like a weird MMA match. If he gets the drop on you, you're fucked. But
if he John Cena's
he's just a puppet. Yeah, you can throw him around.
But Jester's the most useless puppet.
Yeah.
Completely useless. I like Jester, but he's like spins his face. He's like scratch face.
I just happy face. I just make weird faces.
Curious face.
That's all I do is make weird faces.
And the only reason why the puppets turn on Gallagher at the end of the movie is because he throws Jester around and bitch slaps him around, and then Jester does his face spin. He's like.
He's judgmental as fuck.
Gallagher's murdered all these other people, right? There's like 3 other people he's murdered. And he set them at the dinner table towards the end in like this weird, like, have dinner with me, like Rob Zombie style thing. And Gallagher dies. Whitaker goes over to comfort the girl. And then the next shot, literally the next shot after the puppets kill, Gallagher, is Whitaker leaving. And just being like, it was a pleasant evening. Yeah. Maybe I won't come back. I'm gonna give you a bad Yelp review.
He didn't even get her fucking number.
But I'm gonna go.
He didn't even get her fucking number.
And
he didn't even give her his Instagram.
I know.
What a great scene though, man! When they take apart Gallagher in the
that's the best scene
in the elevator. when he cuts his fucking fingers off and he's shooting green out of his fingertips because it's embalming fluid.
Yeah.
And he's shooting that shit out, and then they all fuck him up. The puppets are what makes this movie absolutely anything at all. It's one of the, I fucking respect the shit out of horror fans.
I really do.
And this movie would have been dead in the water. No one would have ever recognized it. We'd never known it exists. But horror fans are the shit, and you guys respect the right things, and that's why Puppet Master is a memorable movie.
And that's the thing, though. I wonder if this movie it probably wouldn't have worked in today at all.
No.
But because it was shot in the way that it was, and at the time that it was, it works. And I love this movie. I think it's one of the. I've seen this movie several times. I've seen all the Puppet Masters. I love Puppet Master. I'm going to give this movie a 5.5. And the reason, and I know, you say, well, you love it, Jay, so what the fuck? Are you a goddamn liar? I was like, no, I'm not lying, so go fuck your mom. But what I'm saying is this. 5.5 is a fair score as far as a cinematic experience. I would give it a lot. I would give it a lot higher based on nostalgia and just based on fun times. But in this instance, a 5.5 is solid. It's definitely a movie that people should check out if they're fans of horror, if they're fans of the quirky and weird. It's definitely one of those movies that should be on your list to watch.
You've heard the term diamond in the rough. This movie is like a tinfoil chocolate in a gutter. I mean, it's so shitty and so bad, but it's so special at the same time. I give it a 6.5. I'm right there with you though. As a movie, as the way I love it, remember, it's like a 9, which I'm sure is for you too.
Yeah, it's a huge
but as a movie in itself, if you're giving it a fair score, it's like a 5.5 to a 6.5, which is where I give it, and Jay gives it. I give it a 6.5 in that the puppets were cool. They did a great job with practical effects. Practical effects can, if you've done well, they can make up for so much. With today's movies, what it is like CGI effects fuck up great movies. Back in the day, practical effects made shitty movies great if they were done right. So that's why I give it a positive score. The puppets are cool. It's creepy. It's got a weird sexual vibe, and it's just its own unique ball of flea market weirdness.
It does, and it feels like a very 80s horror movie.
That's our rating for it, guys. Comment down below. What do you guys think about Puppet Master? What do you think about the whole fucking thing? What's your favorite doll come to life fucking movie? Honestly, man,
this has got to be up there.
I hate doll come to life movies, man. I hate them. I think they're shit, and this is the only movie that interests me. So I'm gonna go with this one.
Chucky's probably number 1 though, as far as dolls come to life. I'm your friend till the end.
Hunt that little motherfucker. Comment down below. Let us know what your all's fucking thoughts are. We love your goddamn faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some motherfucking wham up in.
Goddamn, Dr. Dre.
I got excited.